to another episode of Second Breakfast, a live, not so live play series. Um, as always, I'm your host here, Micah Quantz, for this playthrough series. And for those of you who don't know what we're doing here, um, we are playing through a random quest with some randomized deck attributes and seeing how it all turns out. This show is The purpose of this show is to inspire deck building and to just give you some ideas to play around with. Maybe play around with some different cards that you might not normally play. So um so for this week's challenge, we've got a special treat actually. Um, this week we are going to be playing Murder at the Prancing Pony. Oh, there we go. Murder at the Prancing Pony. This stands out as being, I think, probably one of the most unique quests of the game. Certainly is a memorable one. And also, actually, it's also a difficult one. I've played this quest probably a good 5 or 6 times, and I have yet to beat it. So, and given my second breakfast track record, I'm going to say that this is probably not going to go super well. Okay, but we're gonna try anyway. We always give it a go. So for today's deck, I always draw attributes for 2 decks. Bonus deck will be down in the description. What those two deck attributes are. My deck attributes are going to be Harad and Secrecy. No. What? No, not Harad and Secrecy. I labeled it Harad and Secrecy. It's Harad and Signal, not Secrecy. Harad and Signal are my 2 deck attributes for this particular deck. The other deck I'll leave the attributes down in the description, and you can find that there. And is there anything else? Oh yeah, these attributes are meant to be guides for you to build a deck. You can build your deck, meant to be sort of a bit of a challenge, but also just to get you thinking about how you could build a deck maybe a little differently than you're used to. So these 2 attributes should guide your deck. They don't have to be the be-all and end-all of everything in your deck has to line up with it, but just to kind of guide you a little bit. And then, of course, playing against a random quest each week. This week's quest can be Murder at the Prancing Pony. So, as always, I invite you to build your own decks based around these traits, whether you play solo or 2-player or 2-handed solo. I've provided 2 decks that you can play around with there. And then so it's just going to be playing against Murder at the Prancing Pony, and you can feel free to share your decks and your stories and your playthroughs, all of that. Feel free to go to our Discord channel, also link in the description for our Discord channel, or our Discord server, and in there you'll find a Second Breakfast channel where you can drop all your decks and anything that has to do with Second Breakfast. So there we go. So without further ado, let us begin. So scenario rules. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, that's better. So search the encounter deck for 5 suspect enemies and 5 hideout locations. Randomly select 1 suspect and 1 hideout, set them aside, out of play, face down without looking at them. Build the investigation deck, place it next to the quest deck, make the prancing pony the active location, and add 1 ramshackle manor to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. So we need to go ahead and I'm going to use my play area here. And we'll just flip all these over. How are we going to do this? Actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and move all these to get these into the second encounter deck. So I'm gonna go. Let's open up second encounter deck here. We're just gonna open that up there. Oh, let's okay. So let's move these up here so we can actually grab them. And then where's our shared? There we go. Second encounter deck. So we're just gonna throw all of these into the second encounter deck for now. We're going to close and shuffle, and then we're gonna open that back up. Second encounter deck, and we're going to pick random. So this one right here is going to be our random one. Hopefully it doesn't turn over when I drop it. It does, okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to close and shuffle again. So I should have figured out how to do this exactly beforehand, but we're going to, okay, choose random. So where can I put this? You know what? Let's just move this to the victory display. And that'll be face up. I can't see it here. So let's go like that. And then we can close and shuffle that. And then let's grab, let's say, the third encounter deck. Throw all of these into here. Close and shuffle. Third encounter deck. Choose random. And we'll just move this to the victory display as well. So those will be our random out of play cards. So if for those who may not be familiar with this particular scenario, Murder at the Prancing Pony, basically you are sent to investigate this recent crime that has happened at the Prancing Pony. Somebody's been killed, and there is a murderer, and they are currently hiding somewhere in. So there's one of 5 suspects. that is the murderer, and 1 of 5 hideouts they could be lurking. So your job is to, over the course of the game, to try and figure out who done it. Who done it? It's a classic who done it game, but still within the framework of Lord of the Rings card game. So it's kind of like the board game Clue in a way a little bit. So I'm going to close and shuffle that as well. Okay, now we gotta set up the investigation deck. So we gotta build the investigation deck, shuffle them together without looking at them. So we need to actually go to our third encounter deck, and we need to move to how are we gonna move these? I think I could put them, yeah, I just put these 4 to the top of the encounter deck for now, so that they don't they don't get revealed. Then I just close and shuffle. Doesn't matter because that's empty now. And then I go to my second encounter deck, and I grab these 4 to put into here. And then I throw these 2 as well into the investigation deck. And we close and shuffle, and we have our investigation deck is in the second encounter deck. Plus each copy of Taken by Surprise, shuffle them together. This is the investigation deck. We can't look at the investigation deck except when resolving investigation keyword. So the investigation list is the list on page 5 of the rules, has the name of all 5 suspect enemies and all 5 hideout locations. So basically we're going to be checking off our suspects and our locations. So in order to advance from stage 2B to 3A, we have to make the accusation. So to make the accusation, the first player names 1 suspect and 1 hideout. He reveals the face down, out of play suspect and hideout cards, adds them to the staging area. If the revealed suspect and hideout are the same as those named by the first player, the accusation is correct and the players have successfully identified the killer and the outlaw's secret hideout. If the out-of-play cards are not the same as the ones named by the first player, then the accusation is not correct and the heroes have embroiled themselves in a deeper plot by pursuing the wrong suspect or investigating the wrong hideout. If the investigation is not correct, search the investigation deck for each just named card that is not already in play and add it to the staging area, then raise each player's threat by 3. So, kind of sucks to accuse wrongly. So let's go ahead and I'm going to need a way to actually, I'm going to have to pull up, let's go Hall of Bjorn here. I need to pull up my investigation list. So let's go scenario. Murder at the Prancing Pony. We'll search through there. And we are going to grab, oh, the rules cards are not included here. Okay, well, I have a little pad here, and I'm just going to take note on should I have a pen? Yeah. So I'm just going to take notes on the cards we see, and then we can come back here and look at all the ones that there are left here at any time we desire. Okay, back over to the game. So for this deck, I've chosen, because I'm doing Harad and Signal, so I've chosen Dale and Harad. Now, I think last time, it might have even been the last second breakfast I did. I think it was. I tried to do a bit of Dale, and it went horribly wrong. I feel a lot better about this deck though, so I feel like this will be a solid, cohesive deck. At least I'm hoping. So should be okay. And I think as far as this hand goes, I think I'm actually happy with this hand to go ahead and just play it as is. I don't think I want a mulligan. I really need that Steward of Gondor because I'm going to be spending a butt ton of resources this game. It's going to be nuts. Um, so we're gonna go with that. Now, the investigate keyword. Oh, right. There's stuff on the other side of these. Here we go. There's our investigation list, so we can look at that. And then investigate X is a new keyword that represents the hero's efforts to solve the crime. So when the active location with the investigate keyword is explored, first player shuffles the investigation deck, looks at the top X cards. Then he places those cards back on top of the investigation deck in the same order. While the players are at stage 2B, the investigate keyword on the active location is resolved before the second forced effect on that stage. Cards with the text immune to player card effects ignore the effects of all player cards. Additionally, cards that are immune to player card effects, whatever. Immune to player card effects. Okay. So, investigate X. Okay. Search the encounter deck. Okay. Build the investigation deck. Place it next to the quest deck. Make the prancing pony the active location and add one ramshackle manor to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. So this goes in the staging area. This is the active location. And whoops. Close and shuffle. Okay. Flip this over. Someone has broken into the Prancing Pony, murdered a guest, and made off with the victim's belongings. Barleyman Butterbird begs you to find the killer before the trail goes cold. And so we shall. Okay, no more than 4 progress can be placed on this stage each round, and at the beginning of the quest phase, each player must choose to either raise his threat by 2 or reveal an additional encounter card this phase. So, it's not great. We got Ramshackle Manor, which is Investigate 2. When a player card effect reduces player's threat by any amount, reduce that amount to 1, and raise each player's threat by 1 to travel here. Forced, when the Prancing Pony is explored, the first player must choose either look at the top 2 cards of the investigation deck, or each player draws 2 cards. Okay. So let's start this game here. Now, it's been a long time since I've played Murder at the Prancing Pony. Too long. But we're gonna see how this goes. So, I'm gonna go ahead. I need my Steward of Gondor on Khalil for sure. I'm going to exhaust Steward of Gondor to give Khalil 2 more resources, and I'm just going to bump his per round resource up by 2. And then we'll go ahead. Let's see who's better. Don't really have a great defender at the moment. This is probably my better quester though. May as well. Okay, so we're going to play Dunedain Quest on Bard, Son of Brand, which is going to give him 2 extra willpower because of Brand's effect. So each Dale character you control with player attachment gets +1 willpower. So he has 4. And then I draw a card for playing an attachment on a Dale character without an attachment. And we got a very good tail. So this is going to hopefully boost our early ally game. Once we get out, a couple of these big guys, we can use that to hopefully get out a couple more big guys. So that should be fun. And then we could play my Southron Refugee and start getting discounts right away on these. Let's see, because if I play him now... No, maybe we'll play him next turn. Yeah, let's play him next round. So let's go ahead and commit to the quest here. So let's... are we going to raise threat by 2 or reveal an additional encounter card? This time I'm gonna raise my threat by 2. I'm gonna see what happens there. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to do... Ooh. I'm gonna do this. So that gives me 6 willpower, currently 4 progress, and we're going to go... Oh, we're gonna raise threat by 2. Investigate 2. After any player places any amount of progress on a location in the staging area, he raises his threat by 1. Each player spends 1 resource to travel here. So that's the market square. We get 2 progress, which will clear the prancing pony for us. Which will send it to the victory display. And then we get to either draw 2 cards or look at the top 2 cards. I'm going to look at the top 2 cards of the investigation deck, I think. Yeah, we've got lots to spend resources on right now. So let's do this. Now, I believe the top will be here, and if it's not, I'm gonna make this the top. So what does this do? Okay, so looks at the shuffle the investigation deck and then look at the top X cards. Then place them back on top in the same order. Okay, so we're just gonna look at the top 2. Oh, great. So this is going to be removed from the game. And we've got Bill Fernie's house. So we're going to just make a note of that. Bill Fernie's house. So that's not going to be one that's out of the game. Or that's not going to be the hideout where the villain is hiding. So we are going to flip that back over. We're going to close and keep order. Then we have to discard 2 enemy. Unfortunately. Okay. After Breland, Informant makes an attack against you. If it was dealt a shadow card with no shadow effect, raise your threat by 1 and spend 1 resource to look at the bottom card of the investigation deck. Then discard Breland, Informant. Ooh. That's not so bad. I like that. That's cool. I don't remember that guy at all, actually. I like that. Okay. So, now where do we travel? We're going to travel to... probably this one, so we can reduce our threat, maybe? Will player card effect reduce a player's threat by any amount, reduce that amount to 1. Yeah. Okay. So, we gotta raise threat by 1 to travel, and then new round. Oh no, sorry, we gotta do combat. So, shadow card, we're going to defend with Khalil, and hopefully no shadow effect. Would be cool. Perfect. So then, just spend 1 resource. and raise threat by 1. And we're going to go ahead and look at the bottom card of the investigation deck, which is Wolf Pelt Jake. Is not our villain. Okay, we're going to flip that back over and just keep the order. Okay. And discard the Breland Informant. Okay, now that's the end of the round. We'll move on to new round. We have 6 resources. So, and we drew another Southron refugee. Let's go ahead and we're going to, this turn, we're going to play 1 Southron refugee. We're going to exhaust it to reduce the cost of the next Harad ally I play this phase by 1. And we could play another Southron refugee, but then we can't play, I want to play Ferial, so I'm going to just play Ferial out here. So after Ferial commits the quest, look at top card of the encounter deck, then you can discard the looked at card. So we are going to now, that's the end of my planning phase, I'm going to quest, and quest. So we got 7 progress this time is what we're looking at. And I really don't want to get location locked here. So I'm going to again raise my threat by 2. This is not great. But we're going to do that. Oh, wait. Sorry. First, before I do that. Oh, no. So I got to decide. Yeah. So I got to decide. Then I can look at this card before I commit other characters to the quest. So he would have 5 attack. So I don't really want to deal with him right now. Let's just go ahead and discard that one and get a new one. Raise each player's threat by 2 or shuffle rising body count into the investigation deck. What does that do? That just clogs it up. Let's shuffle it in. I'm gonna be running tight on my threat raising here, so let's shuffle this in. Okay, now we get 7 progress, which is good. So 3 will go on here. We investigate 2, which means we look at the top 2 cards, we shuffle it, and then look at the top 2 cards and place them back on top. So, and then we get our full 4 progress on the quest this turn, finally. That's good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go shared second encounter deck. And we're going to reveal the top 2. Okay, I didn't shuffle, but whatever. I just shuffled beforehand, so. Okay, Staddle Hiding Hole. Okay, so we've already got 4 clues already, so that's good. That's a solid start here. And Johnny Goblin Fingers, which is unfortunately not the villain because he is the easiest villain, I think, if I remember correctly. So Johnny Goblin. Okay. Now we're going to close and keep order. And then we can go, oh no, we can't go here. Oh shoot, I didn't save any resources. That sucks. Okay, so we're not going there. So then that's the end of this round. Yeah. So this will be a new round. Dunedain Remedy. Okay. So that's going to be good later on. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to... Do we do it this turn? Maybe we should. Maybe we should play Wiglaf then. No. Really want to get my board state going. So I'm going to do this. And then, no, I'm not going to do that. Am I? Yeah, I have to. So I'm going to do this. Unfortunately, we'll have to keep that market square in the staging area again, because I need to use all my resources to play Yazan, which is going to then give me the ability to play a very good tail, and I'm going to exhaust. Really kind of a risky maneuver here, but I want to get really quite strong really quickly at this point. So this might be fatal, because this and like this could whiff, and that would suck. I'm hoping for a Joubert in here. We're gonna look at top 5. Rovanian Outrider. Dang it. I got 2 Rovanian Outriders. That's not what I was looking for. It'll work. Close and shuffle. Place 1 progress on a location. Oh. Oh, crap. This is really bad. Oh, it's a response, so that's optional. Okay, so we do need the extra willpower though, so we're gonna get the 2 willpower from them. 6 willpower, and we're just gonna leave 1 defender open. I think we need to take the threat raise 1 more time here, because I don't have a lot of support right now. And hope for the best. Okay, so just raise my threat by 1. Yes, good. Okay, that's good. So just a threat raise of 1. We get all 4 of our progress again. Yes. Okay, lucky pull. That was really good. Okay. And then that's going to be a new round. So now we've got another Dunedain quest here. Let's go ahead. Wish I could give it to one of these guys. But let's go ahead and we will we'll just play the Dunedain quest. And then next round we can play Wiglaf. And this is gonna be here. So this gives him 2 more willpower. So we should be able to blow this out of the water, no problem. We're gonna commit. I don't want to raise my threat anymore, so I'm just going to leave these guys open for attacking and possibly a defense. I don't remember what happens at the next stage. We don't need that much willpower, though, actually. So I'll leave these guys open for chump blocking. Yeah. We only need 4 progress, so we'll take the extra encounter card this time as well. You know what? Let's just quest with one of these guys just in case. Okay, see what happens. Oh, first we get to look at this one for Furial. Oof. That's kind of ugly. Although my Rovanian Outriders can clear that pretty easily. Could be good. But then that only leaves us with 2 progress worth of room. I guess if we don't advance, it's not the end of the world. So let's go ahead and just keep it. And then another market square. So we do advance. We get our 4 progress. But then the market square again. That she's gonna block my Rovanian Outriders. Okay, so we're done this then. So shuffle the encounter discard pile. We're running out of time. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard until top X locations are discarded X's number of players in the game at each discarded location of the staging area. So we get 1 location in the staging area. After we quest unsuccessfully, choose a random card from the investigation deck and remove it from the game without looking at it. After the players place progress on this stage from questing successfully, the first player must choose either reveal an encounter card and remain at this stage, or make the accusation and advance to stage 3A. So we need to discard 2 location. And we got another dark alley. We need to clear these. I think I can offset the threat there in the staging area, especially once I get Wiglaf out too. And I'm just gonna have to use my Outriders here. Ah. You know what? No, we gotta clear. We gotta clear these, and I can definitely take an enemy this turn. So let's do that. So discard to enemy. So, oh, sorry. First, shuffle the encounter deck into, or discard pile into the encounter deck. So shuffle into deck. Until an enemy is discarded, add the enemy to staging area. Discard until enemy. So we get a Lawless Ruffian, which is going to be 5 attack, which is going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Bring this guy down. And we need to defend. You know what? Let's just defend with the refugee. I don't feel confident enough defending with Khalil. You gotta be kidding me. Bugger. I gotta either return him to the staging area or raise my threat by 2. I gotta return them. I don't have the threat to raise. Just can't. It sucks because I could have killed him so dead. Oh well. Okay. And that's gonna be a new round. Okay, another Steward of Gondor, which is useless. Completely useless. So nothing I can do with these cards. So we need to quest a lot. We can't be placing progress on these stages. So we're going to quest like this. And we'll still need more. So we're going to have to do this. And because if I place... Oh, wait. Yeah, because if I place my 2 progress on here, I have to raise my threat by 4. Which is not going to be good. That's going to nearly kill me. Oh, man. That's tight. At least I only have to reveal 1, though. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. I mean, okay, it kind of sucks that he came up. But, at the same time, although I can take him right away, too. But at the same time, he's 3 threat exactly, which means I've placed 3 progress exactly, which means I don't have to resolve this. And then I investigate 3. If I get ambushed on this investigation, though, oops. So we gotta flip these over. And then shuffle. Okay, let's see here. Second encounter deck. Yep, there it is. Dang it. And we only got Chetwood Campsite is the only new one we got. This quest is gonna kill me. Okay. So we gotta remove this from the game. Discard until an enemy is discarded. This. Flip these over. Close and keep order. And discard until enemy. Oh, another Breland Informant. Actually, this might be okay. So all 3 of these are going to engage me. So I have to defend this Ruffian with Khalil. Good. So 3 damage on Khalil. Oops, not progress. Then I need to... Oh. Yeah, I have to go undefended. Okay, so that's going to put 2 damage. And then, again. Good. Okay. And then I get... So I gotta spend 1 resource. Raise my threat by 1. And discard this guy. I look at the bottom card of this second encounter deck, which is nothing. That's great. Great. Okay. Now I've got a lot of healing I need to do. But I can... May as well, I guess. Oops, not flip him. So I'm going to ready Yazan. And attack this guy here, which is going to give him 2 damage. 1 more attack and I could have had him. Sucks. So that's going to be a new round now. Oh wait, no, we can travel. Okay, I guess, well, I guess we'll travel here. I gotta spend a resource from Khalil. New round. Okay. Another Dunedain quest. I didn't really think this through very well when I was building this deck. I didn't realize all these signals can only go on heroes, so I don't really have very many attachments that can actually go on allies. Yeah. So this is actually not built very well at all. But I'm going to play the Dunedain Remedy on Khalil, which is going to heal him 1. Whoops. Yeah, and then, or no, yeah, and then, yeah, I'm going to spend a resource from Khalil to bounce it over to Brand, and then spend a resource from him to bounce it over to Bard, and spend a resource from him to bounce it back over to Brand, and then another resource to bounce it back over to Bard, and a resource from him to bounce it back to Khalil. Actually, sorry, I should have bounced it back to Khalil and then back over here again. So essentially, effectively, I'm going to have healed everybody, and I think Khalil should have 4. It's where we would be at. And then I can play the quest right away. Give this guy an extra willpower. Because why not? Okay. We're at 44 threat. We're not going to be able to... Yeah, we're not going to be able to use our Outrider's abilities. We're going to do Furial for sure. She's going to help us hit this target right here. So let's use Furial. Look at this card. It's a 3 threat. Ooh, Yes, we want to keep that one on top. So this will effectively be our staging area. And so we just need to quest until we have 4 progress. Just like that. Then we're going to, so we're going to clear this. And we're going to go to the old warehouse so we can reduce our threat here. Oh, and we investigate too. So let's go to, and now we don't have any ambushes in here, luckily. So let's do this, shuffle it up, flip, flip, and we got Todd the Troll. That's a new one. Perfect. Okay, flip, flip, and keep order. Now we're going to, we need to defend this, or we're going to deal shadow card. And then we're going to defend this ruffian with Khalil again. Please don't die. Please do not die. Dang it. Why now? Why? Why we why we gotta be like that? We were doing so well. Okay, Khalil's dead. That's not good. And then Bill Fernie's attack, we're going to attack against this Outrider, I think. 5. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that one dies too. Okay, great. Well, good thing we didn't leave it undefended at least. So now we're going to attack back 5 on Bill Fernie, which is going to put 2 damage on him, and then kill this ruffian with Yazam's ability. And then start a new round. This is not going very well. Oh, yay. Now that shows up. Now Khalil's headdress shows up. Where was that for the entire rest of the game? Oh my gosh. I feel like I've gotten so many lucky draws, but so many unlucky draws as well. Like, what is this? What is this? I've been drawing crap out of my player card deck, out of my player deck, but I've been making a lot of lucky pulls from the encounter deck as well. So I don't know how I feel about this, but let's see. Let's take stock here. What we have. This guy's an enemy. This guy's an enemy. This guy's an enemy. And then the rest are locations. So this is a location, location, and location. So we got 3 of each. We have 3 of each. So we just need 1 more of each, actually, to be 100% sure. Okay. So let's commit to the quest. We're going to quest with Furiel. Look at our top card. So just adding threat into the staging area. Now this is going to add 2 cards worth of threat into the staging area. I'm okay with that. As long, like, it's not going to add any enemies. There's no, like, no enemies are going to come out, nothing out. Like, this is going to be okay. So I'm okay with that. This is good. We're just going to have to quest a bunch. I would like to kill Bill Fernie, but I don't know if that's going to be an option at this point. This time. You know what? We're gonna do it. Are we? No, we're not. We're gonna just do this. Actually, we're gonna kill Bill Fernie. We're gonna knock his teeth out. Okay. That's 4. So that only gives us 2 progress. Which isn't gonna clear the location, but that's fine. I'm okay with that for now. Then we deal a shadow card to Bill. We're gonna go undefended? Question mark. Big question mark. Oh, wait. Oh, with Bard? Okay, just a second. Hold up. Because a Bard... I guess I could have played Steward of Gondor from my hand as well. But because of Bard, we can put those back in our hand. So next turn I can play Steward of Gondor again, at least. Okay, but we're gonna go undefended, as dumb as that's gonna be. I'm done. See y'all later. Wow. Just wow. Just okay. Bard dying, I guess, and that's it for him. Like, attack and kill this guy finally. Oh, okay. Move to victory display. Okay. Like, what are we supposed to... That's game ending for sure. Like, if Khalil's death wasn't game ending, that's game... Another headdress. Woohoo! Yeah, like, what would it... I have no words. What is my deck giving me? Like, I feel like the encounter deck is working with me, and my deck is working against me. Like, the roles have swapped here. Okay, we're gonna play Steward of Gondor. Whoops. What is this nonsense? This is garbage. That's what this is. Okay, well, I guess we get to quest Furiel, and oh, look at that, a ruffian. I am going to discard that because I can't defend against it, and I'm just going to, I don't know. What do we? Why not? What the heck? Let's do this. Give him an extra willpower and place 1 progress on here. Raises my threat by 1. And then quest here as well. And quest. And let's leave that one to chump block, and so I'm basically dead now. Because I gotta raise my threat by 2 because I can't take an immediate attack. And that's going to place 3 progress, which is going to clear this, which will be investigate 1. I can reduce my threat by 3 and investigate 1. So let's go shared. Hopefully this gives me one I don't know. Shuffle that up. Boom. Oh, it does. See, the encounter deck is my friend. And what the heck? Like, what are the chances? Like that was definitely stacked against me, and I get one of the ones, but like, okay. Well, let's make an accusation because I've nothing better to do. So I want to get this right. Okay. So it's definitely Old Orc Eyes then is the villain. And they are going to be either at the Archette trading post or the Combe storehouse, I believe. Yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go with the trading post. They're at the trading post. So Old Orc Eyes is hiding at the trading post. Is that what I do? I just announced that. And add them to the staging area. If my accusation is not correct, I raise my threat by 3, which will bring me back up to 49. I'll die at the end of the round, but I'll also die because I can't take 2 attacks either this turn. So I'm screwed either way. Okay, so make the accusation, which I did, and advance to stage 3A. So let's look at our victory display. Show me Old Orc Eyes at the Archette trading post. Old Orc Eyes at the Combe storehouse. Of course. Raise my threat by 3. Put the Archette trading post into play as well. I'm going to view the second encounter deck, and let's just turn face up all. And the Archette trading post. Okay. and then move on to stage 3. So each player, besides the first player, search the encounter deck. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. Ignore the investigate keyword. At the beginning of the encounter phase, each suspect enemy in play engages the first player. While at least one hideout is in play, suspect enemies cannot take damage. Ooh. Well, at least one hideout is in. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we gotta explore the hideouts before we can actually even damage this guy. But yeah, so he's gonna engage me. After the enemy engages a player, he makes an immediate attack. Oh, great, perfect. So this guy's dead. And then search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Lawless Ruffian and add it to the staging area to travel there. Suspect cannot take more than 5 damage each round. Sure, let's get a Lawless Ruffian. We need more punishment and pain. And yeah, there we go. Okay. Close that up. And yeah, basically these guys come down and engage me. I have no defenders, and I will be slain by Old Orc Eyes. Oh, and he returns to the staging area and laughs at me. And I die a brutal death in a back alley. Actually, in the Combe storehouse, in the shadows of an old warehouse, and they find my body the next day, and yeah, brutal. Um, so that was Murder at the Prancing Pony. I got murdered, quite literally. Yeah, so, but that was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I didn't build my deck very smartly. It would have been a lot better of a build if I had realized all these signals can't actually go on Dale characters. I should not have gone the Dale route with signals. I should have done something else, some rangers or something with the signal. I shouldn't have gone the Dale route. That was a mistake. But whatever. And then my deck really hated me. Like I got 2 Khalil's headdresses after he died, and then I got a duplicate Steward of Gondor. Like I kept drawing just dud cards. Um, like my starting hand was pretty good, and then I just kept pulling duds. My very good tail was supposed to bring out like at least one of my other 5 cost allies, but no, just 2 Rovanian Outriders that I didn't even really get to use because of the Market Square. It just my my deck seemed to be against me, but the encounter deck I got some really good pulls off the encounter deck, and the encounter deck seemed to like me. So I don't know. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe I need to switch to the dark side. Maybe maybe I need to join forces with Sauron. Um, if you can't beat him, join him. And seems to be maybe the way to go here. Oh, crushing defeat, but a good one. I don't know that I've ever gotten that far in this scenario before. But it's been a long time since I've played it. I don't think I've played this scenario with a full card pool ever. I think this is my first time playing this scenario since acquiring a full card pool. But it was a lot of fun. It was deadly though. It was brutal. It was difficult, and yeah. Uh, I'm sure. I'm sure I would have done better if I had drawn a little better, and I should have realized that these only are attached to heroes. Because I was gonna like put him on Wiglaf and stuff, and he's gonna be able to ready like 5 times in a round or whatever. But that's not the case. So that didn't go as planned. Actually, no, I have gotten to stage 3. I've made the accusation before, but I don't think I've ever made the accusation where I've been so close to being correct. I've always I've always had like pretty well no clue what who done it. But this time I knew exactly who did it, just didn't quite know where they were hiding. But yeah, I've never played where I've been so close to actually knowing for sure who did it and where they're hiding. But yeah, enjoyable and crushing at the same time. So as always, feel free to go ahead and build your own decks. Again, my deck was Harad and Signal deck. So go ahead and feel free to build on that, or build on the second deck, the bonus deck attributes, or both. I'll put in the description what the second deck attributes will be, and feel free to join our Discord and go over to that Second Breakfast channel, and I'm on there, and we can talk about your Second Breakfast live, or your not your live plays, but your Second Breakfast plays um over there. Apart from that, just a quick little update I wanted to announce here. So since I had been on last, which was like a month ago, it's been a while. I wasn't able uh, to record 2 weeks ago, but it's been a little while. So since last time I was on here, last time I announced. Actually, I can bring them up here. So last time I announced a new promo card that I was going to be printing, and I'll just bring that up here. So on one side is going to be this awesome alt art hero Gandalf, and this is actually an artwork done by um Dan Martin, I believe. I have to look again, but he's an illustrator for he's an illustrator. He has done work on Magic the Gathering, and other popular card games as well. And he I got permission from him to use his artwork to make this alt art card, which is a super sick Gandalf battling this Balrog. So the one side of the card is going to be Gandalf here, and on the other side we're going to have Arondir, which is our which is a custom designed designed him as a tactic Sylvan card. He's my favorite character from Rings of Power, and I really wanted to make a card for him. And so he's a tactic Sylvan that I custom designed. I said a month ago I had stated that there wasn't any other tactic Sylvans, and then I was reminded that actually Legolas is a tactic Sylvan, and I had completely forgotten all about him. So this is the second tactics Sylvan hero in the game. Legolas though, see, to be fair though, Legolas doesn't actually like really build on the Sylvan synergy in any way. So this is actually building on that. So I designed a Rondir to be building on that. Sylvan's jumping in and out of play, benefits and boosts a Rondir here. So that should be pretty fun. So he's going to be on the reverse side of the card. So it's going to be a two-sided card with Gandalf and Arondir. And I have submitted the files to the printer. They are currently they will be printed. They have not been yet, but they will be printed, and once they're printed, they're going to get shipped out to me. I have probably around 50-ish of these cards going to be printed, this particular one. And I'm actually, they're coming from MB Print. I'm ordering it along with some other cards for other games, and actually ALEP, which I'm super excited about. Finally going to get my hands on ALEP. And so it's a big group order that's happening, and so I'm getting these printed as well at the same time. It's gonna be super sick, and so hopefully, so those are gonna be coming in. I'm not sure when. I'm expecting probably late April. I think they're going to be starting printing. The group print for ALEP is going to be starting printing early April. So late April, early May is probably the time frame I'm looking at that I'm gonna actually see them, have them here, and then yeah, so I'll have approximately 50 or so of these that I'll be giving away right here on this channel. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, and keep up with us. So I'll be giving them away as we go. I haven't exactly figured out how I'm going to be doing that and distributing them, but I will be giving them away. So make sure you stay tuned for more on that. I think that's all I have for you guys for this week. As always, just keep playing cards and keep having fun, and we will see you on the next one.